Welcome to Saturnday 2022. Saturnday is the time of year where I review the past year's accomplishments and look forward to next year's goals. Set on the second Saturday in March every year since 1995, the founding of Saturn. And so I'd just like to talk about the wins we had last year. The biggest thing was opening the space, getting it fully furnished, and getting it rocking. The amount of people I was able to meet last year has been awesome. Just people that I've been able to show the space to, get advice from, give advice to, work in collaboration with has just been amazing. Like I had a list of people that I really wanted to get to meet, and I pretty much crossed it off. But through meeting people, I want to meet other people. So definitely still trying to get the word out and just meet people, collaborate, and build that design energy. Some projects that were wins, the Frederick House Iteration 2. So redesigning that a little bit. So excited to see when that comes to construction. Get Blacklisted as kind of a bed and breakfast in Virginia Beach. I was tapped to do some schematic design for them. So they're a company that tries to highlight black businesses. So it would be kind of a hub for, just being able to celebrate and collaborate with each other. The Daniel Baptiste table. So Daniel Baptiste, inspiring guy. I love the work he's doing. Love what he's doing for the community. So I was tapped to do a table for his workshop where he'll be giving back and building his bespoke denim business as well as teaching people how to sew, which I love. Love to support it. I was glad to help with that, and I hope he continues doing what he's doing. I hope to collaborate with him soon. So some outreach out and about. I did my first art show. I became an artist last year. I think it was March or April at the Charlotte Art League. It was an upcycled art show, so it's right up my alley. I did a shoe that was all about reusing materials and making trash to treasure. So that was really fun. It was cool because, I like to hound art galleries and be around, but being on the other end, being the one presenting the art was an interesting experience, and it was kind of cool. Had my first vendor pop-up at outside of Mawaz and Jewelry back in May. Thanks to them for being a great supporter of Saturn and helping us out with that exposure. It was awesome. Like been developing the plastic planters. I think they came out awesome. Going to be developing them a bit further this year. And they were a hit. I sold way more than I thought I would, especially for the first time. And it was amazing. Had a first workshop, which was awesome. It was the pencil bags, so that was a good turnout. It was fun to teach people. It was just interesting having to put the pressure on myself to design something that was unique, but also that was teachable. So I think it went well. It was, first, there was a lot of learning curve in holding a workshop and teaching a workshop, but I think the people that came enjoyed it, and I definitely enjoyed it. So more to come on that. And then in January, had my second workshop, the I Have a Dream House workshop. That was fun. That was cool. That was real cool just to get back in the architecture school mode and, teach other people that hadn't been to architecture school kind of model making and the things to look out for and how to visualize and how to organize and all that kind of tedious stuff. It was fun, man. It was nice vibe, good food, camaraderie. It was a fun time. Other outreach, the Thursday Think. So hoping to get a lot more consistent with that, have more time this upcoming year to do that. So that was fun. It was fun to just get back in my more philosophical bag. I love talking about design and I love thinking about it. So having to force yourself to put something together within under 10 minutes to give a presentation really teaches you a lot, and just the conversations that can arise out of it from responses and when people see you and they want to talk about it. It's been awesome. And I hope to do more of that. And, the first Thursday, I think, was about material. So material is just kind of this little sister project of Saturn Atelier where hope to gather creatives in kind of a show and tell manner. So that's definitely something I started last year, and I want to grow a lot more. And it doesn't even have to be on site at Saturn. It's really more of a design outreach community building exercise that hope to be more consistent with and intentional about. And let's just go through the atelier upgrades a little bit. So you see I'm sitting back here in the design library. So this probably was one of the latest upgrades I made to the space, and hopefully pretty final for now. Just get back to the work. But I added a 3D printer back in August or September, I believe, and that's been cool. Like the Prusa hasn't given me very much trouble at all, and I'm kind of scared for when something does go wrong because I haven't had to troubleshoot much, but that'll be a learning experience for sure. We upgraded the heat, so we added another heating distribution fan, upgraded the electrical panels, so future expansion is feasible now. So that was a big undertaking, and it enabled us to have workshops in the winter. Serger, I got a serger around December. Haven't really used it much, but I definitely hope to get cranking on that, and just really figure out how to professionally make clothing this upcoming year. So if you ever want to come by, there's a serger available. I can't really teach you how to use it just yet, but it's available. We talked about the library space, studio doors. So I upgraded the front door to the atelier space. That door has a long story. I already kind of talked about it in a post on Instagram, so look at that if you want to see more about that. And also the roll-up doors, putting polycarbonate in front of them just to stop any air leakage, and also to get the light in when my wife uses the space for her dancing. So that was a pretty cool upgrade. It's awesome when they're open and it's daytime and the light's filtering in. The gate sign, that was the longest thing I've ever made. So it's 14 and a half feet long. But that was fun to make, and it definitely helps people wayfinding when they drive by. Had a lot of issues with people not really knowing where Saturn was when they came to pull up. And the plastic press, still kind of ongoing. Need that final push to get the plastic press where it is. When it's done, it'll be able to make, I believe, 16 by 16 sheets of plastic in varying thicknesses. So that'll be exciting to get that done. But I did have a lot of incremental success with the plastic press. And so coming into the 2022, what is the goals for this year until the next Saturnday in March? The main theme for next year is to be cool. Make Saturn cool again. So I spent a lot of time, and I kind of said this last year too, but just spent a lot of time and a lot of projects specifically just upgrading the space of the atelier. And obviously during those projects, I'm, learning and growing, but I really want to attack it this year with just doing projects, getting cool, making cool things, making awesome things, iterating to the point where I didn't even know I could get to, And that I really want to dig in, would be much more intentional about getting back into footwear this year. And, and if collaborations happen other spaces outside of footwear, then that's great. But definitely want to be laser focused on that. Other goals for the year: to have 6 workshops. Hopefully most of them led by someone other than me. I only know so much to teach. I'd love to get other people in here for intimate workshops, so I'm working on that with a few people. Some substantial community outreach. So I have had a few people in the Derrida community able to use the space and outreach there, and they loved it. So definitely want to get Saturn Atelier as a plastic collection point. So I have some things in the works with that, and potentially some projects to beautify the Derrida community with design. And another goal is to have more frequent Thursday thinks, more frequent writing, just personal writing, just leveling up on my design thinking. Like, I know I've spent a lot of time researching what's out there in design, but like to get more solid in my design ethic and what I seek from when I take the plate to design something. It's like, what am I trying to prove? What is my true thesis here? Monthly material meetings, so kind of going hand in hand with Thursday Thinks, just trying to get more serial with that. Hopefully meet some people that can help run it, because it's not really supposed to be a Saturn thing. It's really supposed to be material as just design show and tell for the community. So plastic planters. So iterating more on the plastic planters, stuff coming up soon with that. And just designing, just getting that next iteration for springtime so people can have pretty pots for their plants. And otherwise just letting it come in. Like, it's been awesome. Like I said before, the people I've been able to meet this year, just getting more in my bag with the things I used to do back in high school: 3D design, uniforms, sports, just having fun with it, just being cool, doing cool things that I think are cool, finding out what cool means to me. So I'm excited for it. Got some time, opened the shop hours, expanded those, so hopefully meet some more people that can make it during working hours. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You know where to find me, in the Derrida community, always posted. So see you soon.